Sure.
So what do you think of after playing the whole game? What do you think?
I think it really helped me to open up, kind of about what's going on inside, my feelings, kind of once. I'm kind of amazed by how much throughout the whole time I've opened up more and more. And kind of, really gotten to know the people in the group and what's going on with them and some of your hopes and dreams and fears. So, very enjoyable. Very,
Perfect.
yeah.
Would you change something in the game?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head. No.
Okay. Thank you,
Yeah.
Sam.
I think this is a really cool way to bring people together. I love that it's very self-expressing, and it's a great way for you to be able to really learn more about yourself. And you might not even be able to discover something completely different about yourself from another perspective, which I think is great. I think this is a game that will really open people up for an emotional intelligence. So I think this is a really great thing.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Would you play it with children in school too?
I think that I would, but only certain children, because I don't think that every child would have the patience or they would have the understanding of what this really means, unless it was simplified, maybe.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can have two versions of it.
Yeah,
For
yeah, like a
children.
kid
I
friendly
think it would be
version.
too long
Yeah.
to play with like kids. They
Yeah.
would have to have the.
Kid
You
friendly.
know,
Oh,
like, it's-
kids are playing it much faster.
Are they?
Kids are playing it with 45 minutes. I
Oh,
did
playing
it.
like
Playing,
in less time.
yes, because
because
there are
they
less
can't-
conversation, less,
Less
less sharing. There are less sharing. There are more to the play, and there like more to the king and to the queen and to the games, and it's. But they are receiving what they need. Yeah. What do you say, Teresa?
Well, no, I like it. The visual, I think, catches the eye immediately.
Yeah.
And I can understand that the children and in the world, in the different nations and countries and cities and states, it is starting with the young. So this is a very good game. And it would also help the adults to have fun and to laugh at themselves and learn at the same time. So yeah, I enjoyed it this evening. Thank you.
Thank you. It was first made for families. So it's like children and parents playing together.
That's exactly
This
what
was the first thing that, and I said from the age of 10 and up.
And up, yeah. 'cause they-
Yeah,
they're
this
very
is
comfortable.
the thing. But I tried it with children of the age of 7 and 8, and they were
okay
perfect.
too?
Yes.
Good.
Okay, Kim.
Yeah, I think it was like a good experience. It's things that I wouldn't normally think about that in depth without the directions, I guess, of the game. And learning what everyone else is trying to like do or pursue. It was just interesting to like find out what everyone else is trying to do. So yeah, it was a very different type of game. I would never think that that's what we were going to do tonight. But yeah, I liked it.
Would you think that it will be good for teams, like entrepreneurs, like team that are investing,
Yeah.
like, you know?
Yeah, definitely, because you learn more about other people in the group. So yeah, I would use it for that.
And do you think like that this game has to be once a week with the group? So do you think that it will empower the group, like playing it once a week?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. To bring
Okay.
out positive feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Playing it on a continuing basis, like I said, maybe once a week, that would be 4 times a month or so. Can you use 2 dices to have it move a little
This
faster?
is a good idea. Like to do that 2 dices that it will move
Yeah, that
it
you would just move a
faster.
lot faster, so if that it
Yeah,
would
that's
take
a
a
good
half an
idea.
hour, 20
And
minutes.
I like how you talked about the entrepreneurship, because I think that when you sit down, instead of just saying, what is your problem, you can say like a problem we have in the company, or, you know, a specific goal in mind. So
Yeah.
that way you're all focusing the same energy on something productive.
I mean, we could have had
Perfect.
just
Yeah.
tonight with coffee, drinks, or whichever, cake, and without the game, and sat and talked. but have we been listening to each other as we shared who and what we are and.
And would we have gotten as in depth?
Yeah, exactly.
It
You
was
know,
very
sure-
focused.
It was focused, otherwise it says you talk, I talk, I talk, and then we're all waiting to talk, instead of now it's like, oh, let me think about that.
And I think what's
You know,
really
and still mess it
great,
up.
what I think is really great is that instead of just focusing on, hey, this is my problem, what can I do to solve it? We were all very supportive of each other
Ah,
and
sure,
giving
sure.
each other feedback and support to kind of say, hey, you know, we're all in this to win, you know? I think that's so great that it's an objective that we're all winners, you know?
But at the
Yeah.
same time, nobody could really just sit in the background and not participate. You were
Yeah.
kind of, you had
You
to.
had to
Yeah.
participate, yeah.
Even if you were out of your
Nice,
comfort
nice
zone.
idea.
Yeah,
Here,
I
win-win.
didn't think about it.
Yeah.
That everybody has to practice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you cannot be the silent one. You cannot be
Yeah.
the observer.
Right.
You have to practice. You have to be part because
Right.
you're one of the players.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
this
Yeah.
is cool.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Yeah.
Thank
Oh,
you.
cool. Thank you. You did well.
Wow.
She will clip and chip and take whatever you want to, project it, and good for you.
Will we be
Thank
able to
you.
see the